Suppose I'm ready when you are. What's good? It's your boy, Zay baby, brah. Dirtbag Dan. Cheer. You know what's funny is that I would say of the vices, like I don't drink too much. I don't get like shitty ass drunk that much. I do drink, for sure. I smoke a lot of pot. Wax, BHO wax, it's weed made, you know, just like hash is like concentrated marijuana. BHO wax is a method of concentrating marijuana using butane. You run butane over weed, extract the butane with the heat. What you're left with is this real gooey substance or glassy substance like that they call shatter sometimes, or you know, waxy substance they call earwax or wax. Honeycomb is another name that you'll hear. And then because you can't, like, if you light that shit with a lighter, it'll just melt. And we used to, back in the day, we used to make that shit all day, like, you know, just super nasty, you know, black fucking wax with PVC pipes just running tons of fucking shake, and, you know, having no idea how to do, like, nowadays they use specific kinds of tubes, and, you know, there's specific kinds of butane that you can use that are more efficient, burn off quicker and more efficiently and thoroughly. We would just melt it on weed and smoke it like that. And I think, you know, maybe 3 years ago, 2 years ago was the first time, probably 3, it's the first time I've heard of a dab, and that's where you know, you get the titanium nail and heat it up with a torch where it's hot enough to where once the wax touches it, instead of melts, it just combusts. And then you smoke that shit and you get high. It's like taking 10 bong rips at once, often too strong for even your most seasoned pot smoker, you know what I mean? Like, motherfuckers will have full-blown panic attacks. That's like a regular kind of occurrence with the dabs. People are like, oh yeah, I smoke, fuck yeah, let's go. You know, take a dab and then, you know. I'm a beer drinker for sure. I like lighter beers, prefer them to darker beers, but I like some dark beers. I like Guinness. I drink Jameson. I've always drinking Jameson. I remember Jameson used to be fucking cheap. Yeah, shaving my beard was totally premeditated. It was about as premeditated as anything could possibly be. I knew I was gonna do it after the battle before that. I was like, man, these motherfuckers are just gonna say shit about me because I have a beard. They're just gonna say I'm a hillbilly or whatever. Like, what are they gonna say if I shave my beard? There's nothing they could say. I knew it would throw him off. And Illusion Z was just like, he was just the dude it was gonna happen to. There was nothing special about Illusion Z, other than like, he was like the kind of like one of the battle kids. He was one of the kids that, you know, was like, come here, ah, you know what I mean? He was like a little brother character in this world, and I was never gonna let him beat me. Like, no way. Yeah. You know, and he, you know, he had good days. I never felt like he was better than me, but I thought like maybe, so fuck, why not shave my beard, you know? If there's anyone to do it to, why not do it now? But it wasn't really like, it could have been anybody. God, you gotta love Dizaster for telling every single person in the world, friend or foe, that he'll punch him in the face when he sees him. Dude, you're gonna see me. Like, I'm not that guy. Don't fucking tell me you're gonna punch me in the face. And then I got to World Domination, he was standing up front, and I was like, what's up, bro? You gonna punch me in the fucking, and he's all happy, he's like, what's up? And I'm like, you gonna punch me in the fucking face or what? He's like, don't do this. And I'm like, fuck you, man. He said you're gonna punch me in the face. And he just goes, boom, and knocks my hat off my head. I'm like, motherfucker. And he backs up and starts fucking getting his fucking Muhammad Ali on, and I just drop, like, I do what I always do. Like, I just fucking put my arms at my side and I just started kind of wading in. Like, I get close, I'll put my hands up, but ultimately, like, I'm no good, man. I don't got the hands, and I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover, 100%. I go for the takedown and I try to fucking immobilize the person on the ground. PH jumped in front of us. No! He's like, no! He's like, no, no, no! Me and Diz took a little walk and he was like, you know I'll fuck you up. And I'm like, I don't care. I'm like, you know I don't fucking care. Like, do you know I don't care? He's like, yeah, whatever. And I'm like, all right, whatever then, man. He was like, all right, we're cool. I'm like, all right, cool. It's like, that was it. Shouts to PH for fucking saving me a fucking good whooping, probably. And I booed 360 when he was choking. I started almost every boo that's ever happened at a World Domination, and I did it on this basis. I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boo! Like I was like, all right. I'm like telling everybody, I'm looking at everybody around me. I'm like, yeah? Is it time? Boo! What I did to Lil Pesci was worse than that, and I don't know why. It was like I had this weird like competitive spirit thing cracking within me that day. And Pesci comes by after the battle and he's like, ah. And I'm like, don't fucking shake my hand, man. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, you fucking suck, man. I'm like, he came all the way out here, dude, to battle and you did that shit. I'm like, don't fucking shake my hand, man. You're terrible. And I was hella serious. I was like angry at him for fucking choking. It was like the first time I'd seen a real choke like that, I guess. And it wasn't like, and like the way he choked, man, he like looked back at Osa and was like, come on. I was like he was supposed to know where he's at and shit. I'm like, man, you fucking suck, man. Like you're blaming everybody out. You just start blaming you and shit. Awful. Come on, bro. Only time I ever got mad in a battle or like was gonna fight anybody ever in a battle. Motherfucker show. Oh, he was predicting. That's what it was. He was predicting my fucking lines. And he predicted a line and I didn't get a reaction and that threw me off. And then I like looked at him like, what the fuck are you doing? And he was like, oh, like I was fucking choking and shit. While I took the time to look at him and be like, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm like, I don't know why. I don't know. It's not something I've ever said in regular life, but I screamed, you want me to yoke you up right now? I don't know why I said that. It was like, I was gonna, whatever. It was time to get yoked up. So I threatened to do that to him. And he was like, oh, whatever, you know. But that wasn't even the funny shit. The funny shit was what happened outside after that shit. But I told that fucker, he was freestyling out front and he's like, and people getting mad and, you know what I mean? Like started like talking sideways about me as he was freestyling. And I was like, you want me to fucking beat your ass in front of all your friends? Is that what you want? You want me to fucking beat you up in front of all your friends out here? He's like, no, man, no. He's like, that time he responded the way I needed him to respond, which was please no. And on rap music, he was like, oh, lucky my friends, fuck, I told them to chill. I was like, your friends are bitches. Because I told them that I would beat you up in front of them and they wouldn't do anything about it. And not a one, like I didn't even know he had friends. Like I thought I was just imagining like these people there were his friends too, but I was just like, I will beat you up in front of all your friends. And they didn't do that. If you told that to me in front of any group of my friends, they would be like, motherfucker, you know what I mean? Like, not even like, I don't even like that fool. I'll beat him up, but you're not doing shit in front of me. You know what I mean? But yeah, that was a pretty interesting little scenario. It's the only time I ever got mad in a battle too. He was predicting my lines, and then he used used that throwing me off to be like, oh, now you're choking. I'm like, you're such a sucker, dog. That's why you'll never go anywhere in life. They do have burritos there. We just were like at this little hippie fucking burrito spot with all these fucking goofy white kids making our fucking food. Okay, first off, there's iceberg lettuce in the fucking burritos. Not like, you know, burrito lettuce, but like the kind that is like you bite and water comes out of it. I'm like, the fuck? It's like the butt of some like salad lettuce in my fucking burrito. And whatever, and like that may be like a little gourmet of me. But like, the asada was ground beef, whatever, you know what I mean? And then fucking, there was ketchup on that shit. Ketchup. They put ketchup on that fucking burrito. So I was like, alright, y'all are fucking out of your minds. This is insane. I remember looking at avocado like, this, I can't fucking believe this. I cannot believe this. Like, you're from LA? Like, how are we, like, and I'm from San Jose and we're eating this right now here. This is retarded. Blackout 4 interviews are ironically called Blackout 4 interviews, and I was blacked out, for sure. I'm slurring pretty consistently. What happened was I took a long flight that day, right? So I fucking ate like half a Xanax on the flight. And then fucking I fell asleep. And it was kind of like, it's like fucking cold and flu season, so I'm fucking like getting a little sniffly, like my ears won't pop, so I can't hear shit, and I'm like a little woozy, and I had a little bit to drink on the plane. And then I fucking, so the homie picked me up, he had fucking some weed rolled up, we fucking smoked. Actually, the homie I just met from rap music, I was like, hey, can somebody, or fucking R&B, I was like, somebody pick me up from the airport? They're like, a week. And then like somebody's hit me up, like, yeah, I'll pick you up from the airport. I'm like, you guys are weak. I started drinking right when I got there, and I got fucking drunk pretty fast. I was like, why am I so drunk? And I was like, oh yeah, Xanax. Whoa, I fucking have a Xanax. And I fucking took that. So I'm just completely fucking out of my mind drunk, watching the battles very intently, trying to be very focused on the interviews. But I watch those interviews now, and I'm like, damn, I don't remember any of that shit. I remember like isolated moments. Like there's one interview, the Lex Luthor and Megadeth one. The Lex Luthor half is hella funny. I remember that shit because I was making fun of him for fucking writing stupid bars, and that I thought was funny. But then I didn't even remember Shoddy Horror like jumped in the interview, and like he was like there when I was talking to Megadeth, because Megadeth had said some shit about him, and we were just making fun of Megadeth because he was like, he had this line like, oh fucking, you know, and I'll put Shoddy in the bag, and then he was like, he told Shoddy, he was like, I got this line where it's like, you know, I might even put Shoddy in the bag, and then he goes out on stage, he's like, I'll put Shoddy in the fucking bag, you know what I mean? Like all the like hesitation in the bar left, you know what I mean? When the bravery came out on stage, it's like, I'm gonna kill that motherfucker, and he's like, no, I may even consider the possibility of putting Shoddy in the bag. Yeah, shouts to Megadeth. Good drinking stories? Drinking's not good. Smoke weed. There's like Madness, all the drinking stories with Madness are amazing, right? Yeah. They're amazing, right? But how mad is he gonna be if I tell you all the Madness drinking stories? Or like, who's going to jail? Like, we could go to jail if some of these stories like end in assaults and like fucking, you know, somebody went to the hospital, so I don't want to speak on those stories. Let's just say that you got to do one of these with Madness. Good drinking, a lot of fighting too. There was a period where I was hanging out with him, his buddy Lance, L Money, and Frank for a little while. And I don't recommend anybody do any of that shit. Like that's not, don't hang out with any one of those dudes, let alone all of them together. It was just fucking a recipe for people getting beat up. There was a Halloween party and fucking someone was a pirate, Johnny Depp, and fucking, I can't remember what El Money was dressed as, but he was just beating the shit out of this pirate. And it looked so fucking funny, dude. He just fucking, just beating the shit out of a fucking pirate, and he threw him through a little white picket fence. It was pretty fun. But yeah, those are the guys you gotta do this with. Me, I got good smoking weed stories. We smoked a lot of weed, and then we ate good food. And then we played video games, and we went to sleep. Maybe even got a little stone humping going too. But, you know, nothing too fabulous. I was high.